So my client's 6-year-old, spicy, bright, PDA, gifted, brilliant child is in a total upset because mom doesn't want to pick her up and carry her. And mom sets the boundary, 6-year-olds walk. Now I want you to listen with me to what happens here and let's figure out together what's actually going on. I'm going to play some audio.
Mommy!
She's upset.
Oh, Curious is looking at you. I can't. 6-year-olds walk.
Mommy, just...
Okay, so mom is calm, quiet, she's regulated, 6-year-olds walk, she's trying to stay engaged. So now the kiddo is gonna get a little bit quiet as we listen, and I want you to notice what happens when mom talks. Okay. Oops, sorry guys. Okay. Okay, so it's quiet, she's breathing.
Hi, I've already answered.
Mommy, it was super on my butt.
She goes up. Do you hear it? Every time mom talks, she cries. There's another time the same thing happens.
Walking around a lot.
But it hurts. I just...
Do you hear it? Literally, every time mom speaks, the child goes up. So we're in a conversation, me and the mom, about, okay, we need to maybe say 1 or 2 times the rule, which in this case is 6-year-olds walk. That's the boundary that mom has set, is 6-year-olds walk. And then maybe I say it 1 more time, but I'm not going to say it more than that. Now, this mom is a therapist, so she knows the still face experiment. And as we're talking, she says to me, okay, but Chelsea, is it not going to be like the still face experiment where a non-response makes her more distressed? And that is why I wanted to come back to this thing around language. So you're right, or she's right. You have to stay connected, right? If you go for a still face, and that experiment is one with a mom and a baby. And when the mom reflects back, the baby's like babbles and communicating and talking, baby stays super regulated. But as soon as mom has just a still face, no response to baby babbling, baby very quickly becomes distressed. So this mom with a very sensitively nervous system profiled child doesn't want to do that with her kids. She wants to stay connected. And she's saying to me, if I don't say anything, how is it not going to be like still face? And I just thought that was such a brilliant question, because the task that this mom has to do, like as she figures this out with her child, is she has to stay connected without language. How do you do that? Is her question. Like, what do I do to stay connected with my child when I'm at the end of my rope? Like, I'm not going to carry you. You're too big. You're too tall. Like, this is a very petite mom. And the child is wailing and wailing like this. And I want to give you a couple ideas for how you can stay connected in these kinds of moments. 1, if you've already set the boundary, you've got to hold it, right? And then it's like, You stay present. You're not going off and doing something else. You're present. And you can even be present, like if I was in the kitchen having this conversation with my child and my kid's wailing on the ground, I can even stay present while I like unload some stuff from the dishwasher. Okay, so I may need to busy my hands for a minute to keep myself regulated, but I'm gonna hold, it's like, I know. And then I'm gonna use like single syllable utterances. Like I'm gonna stay connected in how my shoulders hang and like the words I use. Wow. All those kinds of ways, because you're right, you don't wanna go blank face. If you go blank face, you are going to escalate. But you know what also is escalating this kid is further language. One more little piece I want you to listen to with me. It starts, let me find it right here. So this is when mom is doing the best, okay? Okay, so mom's looking at the child and she's kind of like this. And what I might say to her is, let's get the hand out of the between you and your daughter, right? I want your daughter to be able to see your whole face. But she's quiet here. The video's going. She's quiet, okay? Leaning into child. It goes up. She doesn't respond.
Whenever I pick you up, it hurts.
Whenever you don't pick me
up.
Whenever I pick you up, it hurts. No, whenever you don't pick me up. And then she says, oh, that's a great moment. Okay, that's when she's got it.
Okay, well, I'll push the stool to you.
Oops. Now she's going for fixing, and watch what's going to happen. She says, okay, I'll push the stool to you. And she had it, okay? The child was like breathing with her, or it sounded like she was, right? So it's like, oh, that's it, right? And then we're parents, so we like want to go for fixing, but I don't want you to do that, okay? So I'll push the stool to you, is what she just said. Now what's going to happen?
I don't like the stool.
I don't like the stool.
Well, you can stay there. That's
It's not
fine.
my favorite color.
Oh, it's
It's not my favorite color.
not your favorite color. Oh, man.
It's another good moment. And notice that when mom says, "Aw, man," child goes, "Oh." She doesn't go up. She stays down. So through these tricky moments, and this was like a 20-minute one, right? Through these tricky moments, I want you to hold connection without language. And if you need help figuring out how the F to stay connected when you don't have all your words to use, I just want you to go for like utterances, like, ugh, like oh man, that kind of stuff. Those are the best moments in this video that this mom sent. If you want me to look at videos of you and your kids and help you figure out like what is happening, is this a kid that I need less language? Do I need more language? Do I need different kind of connection? Do I need to move them through? What do I need to do? That's what I do inside of my program. So you can go to the link in my bio and book a time to talk with my team, and we'll figure it out together. But you can see how rich being able to talk about these little audios and videos are. There's such a window into what our children are experiencing and the very like secondary, minute, granular ways in which sometimes we add fuel to the fire on accident. Link in bio if you want more help.